Hello and welcome to Goblins and Aliens. In this video I'm going to talk about batch painting, pros and cons and burnout. Disclaimer, I created my own hobby burnout as I was filming this video. Foolishly, I tried to edit it bit by bit. Time to learn from my mistakes. If you have any batch painting tips or hacks, leave them in the comments below so we can all learn from our mistakes. First of all, decide what level of paint job you are happy with. Is it going to be tabletop ready? Is it the 3-color minimum? Or is it going to be a best of effort? Secondly, have a plan. If it's tabletop ready, have a quick test model to establish your color scheme. For these genus dealers, I decided to replicate the same scheme as my termagants. Here's my first mistake. Though both models were a type of infantry and repeatable, they were in fact different elements to consider. My answer to this was to march on and bring all 10 to the ugly stage and fix them from there. Next mistake, I diverted from the game plan. It dawned on me that I could only bring 2 of them to a color scheme test, then bring the rest to this standard. It was a sound thought, but added to the burnout. But I tried hard to make the magic happen. Also, I started glazing too early. The lesson there is to know when to use your detailing techniques. As I previously mentioned, editing as I was filming was not a smart move on my behalf. An extra headache for no reason. Let's promise each other that we can create our own set of rules and stick to them. Here are some of my rules I would like to implement. 1. Aim to paint at least an hour a day. Quite often I do this and it spills over into 2 to 3 hour sessions. It's easy enough done. 2. Don't rest on foolish confidence. Paint a test model. Make sure you know exactly what you're doing and how to repeat it. 3. Stick to your game plan and bring all the models to the ugly stage before you detail them. This way you can blast through the bits that we're not too keen on, but then move straight on to the parts that we really enjoy. 4. Base before you prime. If you see my previous Tyranid video, you'll notice that they weren't based. I had primed them, completely forgot that I hadn't primed any of my army. Part of this was my friend and I were still debating on what color scheme to go for a full army on both his Space Marines and my Tyranids. Now that is set, I now need to go back through and prime based versions. 5. Spend the extra time on mold lines. Scrape away, you can make it look presentable, and when you've primed, that's when these big ugly marks appear. Get to them before it's too late. 6. When batch painting, keep a simple collection of paints. Having to mix a tone a week or a month later will drive you mad. If you have a set range of colours that you know you will be coming back to, it is just as simple as pour it on your palette and go. 7. If you're filming like I am, film everything first, then edit. 8. Turn off your social media or any device that you use to distract yourself. 9. Not every part needs to be painted. Remember, your pals will only see them from the top down. If you are going for display quality, that's a different story. If you're batch painting for the purpose of getting it done and ready on the table, who cares what they look like underneath? Who cares how much detail's on the boots? You can get away with a simple job. Stick to your style. If it's slap chop or something simple, keep to it. But then you can concentrate on the character figures that are amongst your infantries. There are some that will always stand out, and if that's the one you're keen on getting up to a top standard, go for it. I hope this has been informative and helpful, and if you do like what I do, please like and subscribe. Thank you. See you on the next video.